Hello everybody and welcome to another Tomb Tuesday. It is July 19th, 2022. Let's get right into it. So, starts off with the last few days, we've seen FTM move, right? So we've seen FTM, Tomb, T-Share, Lif3, L-Share. We've seen the whole ecosystem move up, which is great. Currently, we just finished the daily close for FTM. FTM put in another 14%. Yesterday, it put in 16%. So all really good things, but he does throw a little caution here, all right? It's a process. Bottoming out takes a process. It takes a long time in order to actually do that. This market can give you some short squeezes. A lot of volatility is typical in this market, and there's no clear evidence that we have any sort of support for a full-on reversal. So just keep those things in the back of your head. But he says, stay cautious, but optimistic. So we'll see whether the next few months are going to give us more of the same, a couple of good pushes up and then more consolidation, maybe even some downward action and then another couple pushes back up. We'll see. It's too early to tell, but for now, enjoy the rally. Enjoy the relief rally. It's great to see green candles again after spending so much time in the red. So that's the first part over here. And it says, we go on, regardless of what's going on, our team is optimistic and we continue to build out the vision and roadmap for both Tomb and Lif3 in this market. And that's the most important thing is there's still building going on, right? Nobody has stopped working. And that's where we're at. We just keep on working, we keep on building, and we keep on trying to release products that will not only be good now for safe, stable yield, but, come the next bull cycle, we'll do phenomenal in those markets as well. All right, so Tomb Chain updates. We're up to 600 wallets, so 600 plus wallets, and we're looking at a block. I think we crossed over 4,600 here just recently. So blocks are moving, which is great. Wallets are increasing, which is also great. All of those things are on Tomb Chain on the optimistic rollup L2, and there'll be more things coming. Right now, you have the bridge. A few days after Tomb Tuesday last week, announced a swap, but still working on getting liquidity over there for the swap. That will come as we unveil the farms and single staking. So those things we'll talk a little bit more detail about in just a minute. Before we go any further, Dbank, there's a proposal out there for Dbank to support Tomb Chain. If you want to do that, it's very simple. Let's go over to the site right now and I'll show you. All right, here we are on Dbank, and all you have to do is connect your wallet right here. So it may auto-populate a wallet depending on if you've been on that website before or not. You have to click it to connect and then click again to verify. The vote number, the proposal number is 14971, and that link will be in the description of the video. And then all you got to do is come over here and vote, right? You need to have $1,000. To give you a little warning over here, you need to have $1,000 in the account in order to have the vote be able to vote on the proposal anyway, and then you're good, right? So right now we're sitting at 111 votes. We were top 3 earlier for new chain proposals, which is really big. We're up to about almost $14 million of total net worth for upvoters. So we're looking to get this moving as fast as possible, and this allows everybody that's in that Tomb ecosystem that already has stuff on Tomb, on the Phantom side, they'll be able to see their assets as well on the Tomb Chain side for the Lif3 protocol. All right, so that's it for the Dbank proposal. Let's move on here, adding Tomb Chain to MetaMask. That information is in here again. Now, this is 2 or 3 weeks in a row, so if you haven't done it, you could copy paste right from here. The other way is Chainlist, so let's take a look at that website right now. Okay, last week we talked about getting on a Chainlist. You could search for it by Tomb or Tomb Chain or 6969, which is the chain ID. You can see that here, chain ID. And then once it's here, it's just going to ask you to connect wallet. Go through the normal steps or whatever it tells you to do after that. I'm sure you just have to verify the transaction on MetaMask and then you're good to go. So one very easy way to do it. And then of course the old school manual way if that's easier for you. All right, new stuff, everybody. The garden and the greenhouse. So the first dApp on Tomb Chain is, of course, Lif3. Now with Lif, we're releasing that section by section. So first the Tomb Bridge in order to get assets over from Phantom to Tomb Chain. Second was the swap. So you can at least get an idea of swapping assets around while you're on the Tomb Chain side. Next will be the farms. And the farms will be named the Garden or Garden. So that's where you'll be able to make your you can make your LPs in liquidity tab. That's already out there. But you'll be able to put those LPs to work in the Garden. And the Garden will issue out L share. Next, so that's looking at sometime this week. Next week, you're looking at going single staking. Single staking is going to be called the greenhouse. And the greenhouse is where you'll be able to do similar to what you're doing right now with Phantom with the Genesis pools, single stake assets. So you'll be able to do those for rewards as well. And then in the future, so we need to get through the Garden, then we need to get through the greenhouse. And then after those two pieces of the puzzle are in place, then we're going to be looking to get the Fountain of Life. And that's the Fountain of Life right here. Fountain of Life is going to be very similar to the Masonry on Tomb or on Phantom in the Tomb protocol, which is essentially where you should be able to stake your L share for life rewards, so the Fountain of Life. All right, so those are the next pieces of the puzzle coming. So we'll be looking forward to the Gardens coming sometime this week. And we do have a screenshot that we could take a look at right now. So here we could see swap, liquidity, Garden, and then bridge. So everything right now is available except for the Garden. Garden coming sometime this week. Active, My Garden, and inactive. So active, you can see Life Tomb, Tomb USDC, L Share Tomb, USDC, L Share. And then if you click on My Garden, whatever you have, whatever LPs you have that you've already added to, you'll be able to see those in here. So now again, this is just a screenshot, it's just a mock-up. So don't take anything too much from this except this is essentially what it will look like. Just wait for it to launch, and it'll be launching sometime this week. All right, moving away from Lif and on to Felix. So Felix added Liquid Driver last week, so that's awesome. LQDR USDT pair is live. You could trade that. The link is above, so you'll find the link in Telegram and you'll find the link in Discord. We can leave the link as well in the description on the video. So another mystery token is coming sometime later this week. Hopefully by the end of the week, we should know what that is. Maybe even by tomorrow, we might know what it is. And then, of course, they have to do some testing, get the pool set up or get the maker set up for the liquidity, and then it'll be live after that. All right, also with Felix, talking about the using Tomb for VIP trading discounts. Again, these are some of the best discounts in the business. So if you're not already a trader and you're thinking about trading, or if you are a trader and you go through some heavy liquidity, remember that you could trade most of the pairs that are on Binance on Felix directly, and you could save because you could get to higher VIP levels with Tomb that is right now very cheap. So we do have a breakdown. We'll take a look at that in just 1 second. Here's a comparison breakdown for Maker Fee VIP 1 for Felix, Binance, KuCoin, and Gate.io, and then the requirements that you need. So right now, you need 10,000 Tomb for VIP level 1, run you about $580 at the current market prices. In Binance, that would be $66.25. KuCoin would cost you $10,260 and $1,000 for Gate.io. And these are for the same fees. Gate, even worse, at 0.095. All right, so if you are looking just to get into trading, then it would make the most sense for you to start on Felix, get those VIP awards the best you can, and save yourself on some fees. All right, moving on, Fanti and Tebow. No new updates here, but remember, as we spoke about last week, we want to get all the pieces of the puzzle out, so we want to at least have Tomb Chain up and running, which now it is. We want to have the Life protocol up and running, which this week you'll see the Garden, next week the Greenhouse, and hopefully the week after that you will see the Fountain of Life. So as these things progress, the green light will be pushed out, and we'll be able to get ourselves some Fanny and Tebow. So keep on hanging in there. Don't worry, these things are coming. All right, next, the future of Based. So our partners, Based, they got a lot going on right now. In fact, tomorrow they'll be minting NFTs, and on the 24th, they'll be prepping their Genesis pools for their V2. Now, there's a lot to catch up on Based. The best thing you could do is head on over to their Medium. The link will be in the description of the video, but we could scan through it real quick right now. All right, here we are on Medium. You can see Based Finance and July 15th for the Based Friday, July 16th, but that's fine too. So they go through a lot of stuff over here. Minting date, they're talking about the minting cost, B-share redemption, Genesis V2. So lots of information to catch up on over there, and then just some more information down here. So there's always the Discord that you could go to. You could find those guys and ask them questions, get all of your questions answered, the whole bit from there. And then the Medium article once a week is a great way to catch up and see all the big stuff that's going on. All right, and last but not least, the future is bright. Now, because there's so much going on, it can be easy to underestimate all of the amazing components of the Tomb ecosystem. But there is so much more to come. So we looked at the sneak peek before, but now we can sort of add the Life swap desk that is now green, and more to come, right? Fanny and Tebow, airdrops, the only platform, NFT marketplace, Launchpad. Fountain of Life will be coming soon, hopefully within the next few weeks. Life and Tomb on mobile. Game of Life will be complete essentially when we have the swap, the garden, the greenhouse, and the Phantom of Life. Then you're fully into the Game of Life, and then the crypt. And of course, there's more stuff coming, but that's all we're sort of willing to put on the roadmap at the moment. And that will wrap it up for this Tomb Tuesday. So it is now July 19th. Our next Tomb Tuesday be coming up, obviously, in a week. In that time, like I said, the base protocol on the 24th, you'll be looking at Genesis pools. So more details to come from the base guys over in the base Discord. You'll be able to get your questions answered over there. But that will wrap it up for today. And as always, we keep calm, we tomb on, and we enjoy life.